exponential growth, so you have the starting amount and 1 plus the rate of growth. T. If the rate of growth is decay, remember you need to put a negative for that. Okay, compound interest, almost the same thing. What changes?
You have decay and you have work.
Yeah, what is compound interest? It's interest that gets paid instead of on a yearly basis. It gets paid in part over like a month, every month or something. So if it's monthly compound interest, since that's 12 times a year, you put 12 in for K. Or if it's quarterly, that's 4 times a year, you put 4 in for K. Okay, so on number 2, a general expression for the value of $100,000 investment 2 years from now if the value increases at the rate of 12% per year. So it didn't say compound, that means we're using that guy. Where do I put 100,000? Yeah, the starting amount. Where do I put 12%? R, and instead of 12%, I'm going to put 0.12. You could put 1 plus 0.12, or you could just put 1.12. And we don't know how many years, so just put a T right there. In function form, it will look like, well, I probably shouldn't use A there, but let's put F. Okay, on number 3, a gallon of gasoline cost $1.03 2 years ago. Now it costs $1.59 to the nearest percent. What is the annual rate of increase in the cost? So we're starting with $1.03. That's the starting amount. We do not know the rate of increase. How many years has it been? 2. And it ends up at $1.59. How do we solve for R?
Divide the square root and then subtract the 1.
Yeah. Divide by $1.03 to kind of clean up this side. That'll get rid of the multiplied $1.03. Get somewhere decimal from that. How do I get rid of the square? Square root. That will leave me with 1 plus R. How do I get rid of the 1? Minus 1. So you could plug it all in your calculator at once, I guess. Whatever that jumbo is. We're talking about a rate. So whatever decimal you get out of this, you should turn it into a percent.
24%.
Did you guys plug these in the calculator when we took this test? Number 4, I mean?
Yeah.
How dare you? How would you, A without a calculator is really easy. How would you do A without a calculator? I should have put letters in there and make you guys do it without a calculator. 3 times 3, what do you do with the exponents? Add the exponents. And then when you divide by 3 to the whatever, what do you do with that exponent? Subtract. So negative 5 plus 10 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So it's 3 to the third. Or 27. Okay. B is, you guys know what 4 to the negative 2 equals?
No, 1/16.
1/16. 4 to the 0.
1.
1 plus 1/16 is 1 and 1/16, or 16 times 1 plus 1, 17/16.
Isn't there a minus?
Yeah.
There's a to the negative 1 after.
Okay, and then if you take that to the negative 1,
Which
16 over 17. On C, 9 to the 5th is also 3 to the what? Nine to the 5th. Okay, 9 is 3 to the what?
7th?
2.
Okay, just the 9. 3 to the 2nd to the 5th is 3 to the 10th. And we're dividing by 3 to the negative 2, so 10 minus negative 2 is 12. And then this, that's all in the square root. You guys remember how we do square roots? 12 divided by 2. I just leave that. That's kind of a big number, so I would just leave it like that. Whoops. 2, negative 4. I don't know how they want to do this one. Maybe, I guess if I was doing it, I would change this to 2 squared times negative 3 is 2 to the negative 6. And then you can just like distribute division. Negative 4 minus negative 3 is negative 1. Negative 6 minus negative 3, negative 3. So 1/2 plus 1. You can't add the exponents together. Why not? Why can't we just do that plus that? Because it's not a multiply problem. You add the exponents when you're multiplying, like we did on 4a. Okay, in this case, I would just change it to, so it's 4/8 plus 1/8 is 5/8. We could also simplify the top first and then divide it.
That's my job now.
You still have the paper 24 hours later?
Yeah.
Good job, Lee.
That's 2.
Did you eat that's what I was gonna say, did you eat breakfast?
Paper.
I had 8 pieces of bread.
She had like 2 yesterday. 2 or 3.
Oh, sorry.
Are you counting outside of this class?
Yeah. Is that allowed?
Breaks the tradition, but I guess.
She joins out so disappointed.
I almost said something mean.
Isn't there Leo? Say it. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Did I tell you that bean thing I said to Brady once?
Oh, never.
Brady was like, this is like back in 8th grade. He was like, can we not do anything today or something like that? I was like, no, we're doing blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh man. I didn't say it immediately because I was like, I probably shouldn't say that. But then I said, eventually I said it. Get used to disappointment, your parents did. And then at graduation, his parents came up to me and like told me that, and how they were like, they were like cracking up. I was like, ooh, good, they didn't. They weren't
Like, yeah, we did.
Ashley, his sister, was laughing hardest. Okay, do you guys remember how we did these?
Make them the same.
The same base.
Yeah.
So 27 is also 3 to the what?
3rd.
Okay, what can we do with the exponents here? Multiply. This would be distribute. Like 3 times all of that, not just 3 times 2. So, it would be 3 to the 6 minus 3x. Now that they're the same base, the exponents would have to be equal to make these things equal. So you solve 8 minus x equals 6 minus 3x. So Lydia, did you miss 4 days in every class or just?
No, I had a doctor's appointment like the second and third day of school, and then I just was sick 3 days. So I have to take every morning class that I have final, not the afternoon. So I would take math and science.
No, that's not bad. Well, probably the 2 hardest ones, but. Alright, number 6. Here goes back to number 1 here. 1,200 invested, so 1,200 is the starting amount. 9% interest. Since it's compound, 9.6%. So you just move the decimal back a couple spots, right? It's compound interest, so I'm using the B formula from 1B. If it's invested monthly, put 12 there and there, and it says for 2 years. So you do 12 times 2 up there.
Which is continuously be like every day.
Continuously means not just every day. Daily would be 365. Continuously means non-stop. So it doesn't go up to infinity though, because even though you're compounding it non-stop, you're also dividing the percentage infinitely. So it kind of just levels out. Anyways, I'm not going to plug that in. We'll just say whatever that is, the answer. So on the continuously one, there was another formula. I can't promise I can't promise that this won't be on the final, so you probably better go ahead and write it down. But it's really easy to use. So this is called compound continuous, or continuous compound, or something. Continuously. There we go. A lot of vowels in that word. So P is the original amount, E is the button on the calculator, R is the rate, T is the time. So still starting with $1,200. E is worth about 2.72. It's kind of like pi. It's an infinite decimal. The rate was 9.6. You still need to change it to 0.096. The time is still 2 years. All right. Can you guys do this without a calculator?
4.
Do you guys remember how to change this into an exponential function? ACB. Okay, there is no C out here. It's kind of invisible right now. So 2 to the what equals 16? 4, yeah, it is 4. But you could also use a calculator on this. There's just some problems like 10 you can't use a calculator on. So on B, 27 to the what equals 3? Well, yeah, it's the cube root of 27, which would be 1/3. C,
15.
if you look at the exponent, it's 4 to the what is 64. Yeah, some of you got this wrong. You put 15. Like a few of you did. Trey was one of them.
I remember that.
Hey, I gave you credit on that last one, so I'll give you blame on this one. Yeah, 4 to the what is 64, 4 to the third is 64. So the problem is 5 to the third,
Which is
not 15.
25.
It's 125, you guys might have forgot number 8. Express y as a function of x. Okay, you guys remember the manipulation rules? Log of AB equals log of A plus log of B. So if you multiply them, you can just add them separately. If you got two things multiply together. So if you divide them, what? You can subtract. Or you, also vice versa. It might, sometimes they start here and they want you to go that way. Sometimes they start together and they want you to expand it. And then the last trick we did was like log a to the x equals x times log of a. So the exponent can kind of like move down in front. So on this one, what can we do with this number in front? Yeah. So that kind of goes away. So once you have log base 3 of y equals log base 3 of blah blah blah, this y should equal blah blah blah. So y is equal to 2x to the fourth, or you could simplify it a little bit. Y is equal to 16 x to the fourth. 2 to the fourth is 16. Stand by your man. All right, why is that in my head? Is somebody playing that? No, okay. Just me. On B, I don't know if I want to talk about that actually. You had to change 2 to a log base 3. So 2 turns into log base 3 of 9, and then you can turn the right side to log base 3 of 9x. The end. Let's just keep rolling. All right, number 9. A. Yeah, so if you wanted to study chapter 6, I would just go back. I probably put it on YouTube back when we did chapter 6 a couple weeks ago, the test, I mean. So you might just want to go over that again. Or you could look at your last test or something. I might pull it out and just glance at it, see if I get any hints. It says to express in terms of log of m and log of n. They want us to like break it apart, expand it. You guys, what's another way of writing cube root in exponential form?
1/3.
Yeah, like the cube root of x is also like x to the 1/3. So we could think of this as like that. And also you could like distribute, I'd probably do that. Distribute, like both of those times 1/3. Everybody's phone beeped at me. I'm listening to, trying to figure out what Mr. Catino's listening to. 3 times 1/3 is 1. 2 times 1/3 is 2/3. If we're dividing, what do we do with the logs? Subtract. What can we do with the exponent up here? Slide it in front. This one's kind of, for some reason the A one was harder than the B one. I don't know why they did that.
Finals Thursday, right? Sure.
Yeah, Thursday at 10:30, I think. All right, B. So if they're multiplied together, what do we do? How can we break them apart? Oops, started doing it. You just add them. So this equals log base b of n cubed plus log base b of n squared. And then the exponents can go down in front. So 3 log b base n plus 2 log b log base b of n. Boink. Sebastian, do you know who Ashley is, Brady's sister? Have you run into her a bunch of times at the bowling alley? Do you think you're better than she is? No. She's the bowling champ. What's your best bowling score?
279.
Out of what?
300's the top
Oh, wow.
you can do. Get all strikes.
Nice. My Wii score.
She has hit multiple.
Wow.
My Wii score. My best Wii score is 298. So I
Mm.
can beat you.
That's There's no way.
I can beat
How'd you not know that
like
300 was the top then?
Yeah. He's lying.
Do you feel bad about yourself now, Sebastian?
You beat me in Wii
Sam's
bowling.
better at you at
That's right.
bowling.
Take you on a Wii bowling.
How do you remember your exact pins in Wii bowling?
What?
How do you remember the exact amount of pins you got?
Because I beat my dad for the first time that day. I was pretty proud of myself.
Trey thought you could beat me.
I was ahead of you for like 2 rounds.
2 frames. Not 2 rounds. Frames.
Same
If Trey would have beat you, you should have hung out.
Your career is over.
I wanted them to have a little hope that he could beat me.
Yeah.
And then I just
crushed him. All right, so to solve an equation with the variable and the exponent, you need to change it to log form. So what would this be in log form? A, C, B. log base 3 of 31. I should put more of these and tougher ones of these on there. So you just plug that in the calculator and that'll be it. It says round to the hundredths place, which is the second decimal place.
We did it.
Let me peek at chapter 6.
See the Lorax
Yeah, quick advice.
at Tech?
What was a Lorax at Tech?
They cut a tree down and they 3D printed the Lorax and just screwed them into the stump.
That's so cool.
It's 2D.
They 3D printed them, how big is it?
It's a 1 to 7. Who says that? Well, I guess there's 5.
Like from the ground or the table?
Table.
Okay.
Oh, 3D printer.
Yeah.
Next level cool.
I'll make a Shrek rock. Have you seen
Like the
Yeah.
Shrek toothpaste thing?
Yeah, that Isaac was selling for $2.
Bro, that melted?
Yeah, it was trying to melt you.
Oh, we didn't do chapter 6.
And Xander threw it on the roof. Isaac thought he could make a small business out of that.
No.
I didn't even pay him. That's, you
Okay,
made $2 from all of it. That's such a Leo thing.
we didn't do chapter 6. I forgot, we skipped it. We did chapter 7. That was very recent. You guys still have your chapter 7 test?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Remember those formulas at the beginning?
Keep all my tests and papers in my binder.
You needed SOHCAHTOA, you needed like,
The matrices on there?
60.
no. What do you need matrices for? What do you need matrices? Oh,
We did matrices.
huh?
Is a matrices gonna be on the test?
No, no.
Darn it, those were easy.
Well, the way we did them, yeah, because we didn't get that far into it. They can be hard. This is a degree to radian converter and a radian to degree converter
Did you scare yourself?
and all that stuff.